I'm sorry, honey. It seems like I have to work overtime today, so I'll be home late.
Okay, I got it. Don't worry about me.
Hi, honey. I just finished work. Finally. I'm on my way home now. See you soon.
That's good news. It sounds like you had a pretty hard day.
It was a bit long, but thank you for waiting up for me. I'm a bit hungry, so I was thinking about going out for dinner with you. Are you hungry at all?
Oh, me? I already ate.
Huh? You did? By yourself?
Of course, I can do whatever I want when I'm home alone, so I already ate.
Really? What did you have?
I made a super delicious potato and meat casserole and brown cheese on the top. It was simply divine.
Wow, really? And you made it all by yourself? I am impressed. It sounds delicious.
Of course, I made it completely by myself.
Wow, Lucas, so you're a chef too? I had no idea that you could cook. How have you been hiding this talent from me this whole time?
Oh, I actually can't cook that well, so don't get your hopes up. This was actually my first time trying to make something.
What? Really? For your first time? And you decided to make a meat casserole for your first recipe? Wow!
It is kind of interesting, actually. My cooking turned out to be completely different from yours. I even made a white sauce to pour on top by myself.
Wow, that sounds fancy.
You don't need to be impressed with it. To be honest, it was just a recipe that I happened to find online. So I just try to follow the recipe perfectly.
That is still pretty impressive, though. Don't underestimate yourself. I'm looking forward to it.
Huh? Looking forward to what?
Huh? Well, eating the casserole, of course. It sounds like you worked really hard on it, so I'm going to try it as soon as I get home from work. I'm sure it's going to be super delicious. I can't wait.
You want to eat my casserole? I didn't make any extra for you, though.
What? It's already all gone? You ate a whole casserole?
Yeah, I did.
Are you just messing with me? There's no way you could do that. Your stomach would explode. Can you put the leftovers in the fridge for me, though, so I can have some when I come back?
No, I think you've got it wrong. There really are not any leftovers at all.
Wait, are you serious? You really ate everything already.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. By the way, Samantha, where are you right now? Are you almost home yet?
Huh? Right now. I just got off the bus, so I'm almost there.
Oh, great. I was wondering if the cake shop near the bus station is still open. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can, but it looks like it isn't open. Did you want something?
That's okay too then. Can you just drop by the convenience store and grab me a little Debbie or something on your way home then?
Huh? Right now? You're gonna eat dessert on top of the whole casserole. Plus, the convenience store is in the opposite direction of our house. It'll take me longer to get home.
That's okay for you though, isn't it? You have to buy dinner for yourself tonight anyways, right?
Yeah, I guess so, since you didn't save any for me. Why didn't you think to make any for me, or at least save some for me to eat when I got home?
Wait a second, what are you talking about? I don't see why you're acting weird about it.
Huh? Really? Did I say something to offend you?
Whatever, just forget it.
Just tell me what you were thinking. Are you mad at me or something? Why are you acting like this?
I'm not the one who's acting strange. Besides, even if I try to tell you, you wouldn't understand me at all. Whatever, don't even bother with it anymore and get home soon.
Huh? What on earth is going on with you?
Just drop it and come home. You need to hurry up and get to the convenience store too. I don't want to wait long for dessert. Texting is too tiring, so just focus on the shopping for now. Once you get home, I'll try to explain it to you face to face.
Okay then.
Hey, Samantha, where are you? Are you still at work right now?
I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, I'm still at work. I had to work a bit overtime today, so I'll be home a bit late. I'm riding the train back right now.
Okay, I got it. Even after I tried to convince you to quit your job, you wouldn't listen. Now you're working harder than ever. It would really be so much easier if you just quit your job and stayed at home to take care of the house, you know? What a pity. You never listened to me.
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Have you had enough yet? Isn't it hard to work all the time for you? There's no need for you to be working all day when you have me to support us.
Well, yeah, but I'm fine with it. I like my job anyways. I did tell you before we got married that I had no intention of being a housewife, you know? Don't you remember?
Whatever. It just makes me suspicious why you would want to go to work all day when you have a husband. It's not like you need money. Plus, I don't even know what your salary is since you never tell me. I don't even know when you get bonuses or raises. It's weird. You don't share anything about your money or job with me. A wife shouldn't be like that. You should be telling your husband everything. Don't you know anything?
It's like I always tell you, I'm busy and working overtime, so I don't have time to answer you all the time.
That's what I always say, but you're always busy when I bring up the topic. I bet there's some reason why you will not tell me anything.
What are you talking about? Do you think I'm lying to you or something?
Forget it. It's not really that important anyway. There are way bigger issues going on when you decide to neglect the house all day long. What are you going to do about the dirty house? You promised that you would keep it clean for me.
Didn't I also ask you to help me out with that since I'm at work? Don't you remember?
What are you talking about? I don't remember that at all.
I only asked you to help with the dishes. That should be easy enough. Don't you remember I told you to clean your dishes after you're done cooking? You're always cooking and dirtying dishes, so it's up to you to clean them.
Okay, I got it. I can do that. But if I clean up now, you have to prepare a delicious dinner for me when you get home.
You want me to cook dinner too? I'm already tired today, Lucas. I don't even know when I'll be back.
Geez, you still don't get what I'm trying to say to you, do you? You're so oblivious. No matter how many times I try to hint about quitting your job and becoming a housewife, you always ignore me.
It's not that I'm ignoring you. I just don't have anything to say. You won't convince me to quit and just stay at home to cook and clean for you.
Whatever, just forget about it then. If you're going to be selfish like that, then there is no way that I can convince you to change your mind.
I don't think it is being selfish. I have a job, so it's not that easy for me to just take care of you all the time.
That's why I'm telling you to quit your job then. As soon as you can would be best.
Be reasonable. I can't just be irresponsible and suddenly quit my job like that.
Then why don't you at least start coming back home on time? Couldn't you at least try to do that? You are lucky you even have this job and should be thanking me that I allowed it. Don't you remember how you asked if you could help out at your friend's company for a little and I said yes? Don't you think you've helped out enough? It's just your friend, so it shouldn't be a big deal if you quit. I'm sure they'll understand since you're a married woman after all. Either way, it's just a fun job with your friend, so half the time you're probably just playing around over there when you could be taking care of the house and cooking.
How can you say that? That's not what I'm doing. This is a real serious job.
I just don't get why your friend has to rely on you so much for his company. I figured he must be the type who is bad at working and needs lots of help. He seems like a no-good boss.
Hey, don't you think you're being a bit immature? I told you I enjoy my job and my boss is fine. I haven't had any problems.
Well, I'm right, aren't I? Just think about it. Look at me and my job, for example. I always work slowly at my own pace. And then I always leave work early or on time on top of that. That's the bare minimum. And on top of that, I never bring home any work with me. Do you understand the difference between our jobs and their demands yet? Your job is just way too demanding of you.
Oh, I'm so tired of this.
What are you talking about?
You always tell me those things over and over. Don't you think I've heard it enough?
Of course not, because you always keep going back to work and neglecting your house and family. I'm just trying to help you, but I can see that you don't care about my feelings at all. Do you think I always tell you those things because I want to? I can never get my point across to you. You would never do anything about your job unless I said something to you, so I'm just waiting until that happens.
No, I understand your point just fine. But no matter how many times you criticize my job, I'm not gonna quit. So you don't need to keep repeating yourself.
So what is my point then?
You're trying to tell me to finish my work quickly and take it easy. Isn't that what you're always trying to say?
Wow, so you do get it. Well, at least a little. I guess I have to give you a bit of credit. But you know, it is good to be upfront and honest at work.
Okay, now you've lost me. I don't really get what you mean with this upfront and honest stuff. Are you saying I'm not?
It seems like my bath is ready, so I gotta go now. I'll text you again later.
Huh? You're going now? Aren't you gonna answer my question?
I'll be eating on my own starting tomorrow. I'm on a strict dieting schedule, so I have to follow my meal times accordingly. You'll have to take care of dinner on your own, so good luck. Hey, honey, I just called. Can you call me back when you can? I just quit my job.
Lucas, I just saw your message. You just quit your job? Again? I thought this job was working out for you.
Oh, sorry I missed your call. I just saw your messages. I'm out with my friend right now, so I couldn't reply before. Let's talk more about it when I get home tonight, okay?
Okay, I'll wait until later then. Hi, honey. I just finished working, so I'm coming home soon. Do you want to eat dinner out together?
Nah, I'm okay. I don't really feel like going out. Plus, I'm not very hungry right now, so let's just eat at home.
Come on, don't be like that. Let's go out for a bit.
Jeez, why are you so insistent?
I think it would be better if we talked outside. We can have a calmer conversation in public.
Isn't talking inside better for that then?
No, I think it would be better in this situation.
This situation? Is something wrong?
You just told me you quit your job, right? I think we need to talk about it.
I just wasn't getting the hang of things. I don't think there is much we need to talk about.
Really? Is that the reason you quit? I just don't understand. I thought things were going fine. I thought you aced the interview test.
Huh? What are you talking about? What test?
Your interview test? I'm sure you told me there was a test. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's not important anyways.
Okay then. Well, what do you mean you weren't getting the hang of things? I don't think you need to demean yourself by saying that. You don't need to understand everything in the company right away.
What are you saying?
Well, you haven't even been at that job for a full year yet, right? It's natural that you wouldn't have the hang of everything yet. Of course, there are some things you probably couldn't stay caught up with, but that's okay as a new employee. The company also probably has its own way of doing things that takes time to learn.
I couldn't keep up? Is that what you think? What else are you trying to say? I think maybe you ought to just quit while you're ahead right now, Samantha.
Huh? Was I wrong?
I never did anything wrong at work. I was a perfect employee. You seem to think that I was struggling, but it wasn't me. It was because of my workplace.
Your workplace? What was wrong?
Geez, do I have to explain everything to you? Do you doubt me or something? I bet you're thinking I was incompetent or something. You were thinking that, weren't you? You are my wife. You should believe in me more.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Well, what the heck did you mean then? And do we really have to talk about this out in public? You're being ridiculous.
Okay, I'll come home soon then and we can talk, I guess.
That's right. Hurry up and get here. I don't like waiting.
Okay, I will. But, can you just promise me one thing?
What do you want now?
Can you please promise to stay calm while we're talking? Please?
Huh? Stay calm? What are you trying to say? I'm always calm. I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Sometimes, I guess. There are some times that you get really upset and irritated, though.
You always overreact, and I only get like this because of you. You never understand anything I tell you, so of course I get upset.
That is not true. I do understand what you tell me. Don't treat me like I'm stupid.
No, you're wrong. You never understand anything I try to tell you. I don't know if you're just stupid or just ignorant. That is why I'm always upset. You never listen to me. It's because of you. I probably have to explain the situation about my job to you again because you seem to think it's my fault. You can never see my point of view. I'm starting to get really fed up with you, you know?
Lucas, didn't I tell you to try to calm down? Why are you getting so upset? You always get so upset so fast like this.
It's your fault too, you know. I'm not the only one to blame. When we get in fights like this, I always start to regret that I ended up with you. I should have known better than to marry a girl who dropped out of high school. There was no way someone as uneducated as you and as smart as I would be a good match.
You told me you didn't care about that when we got together. Why would you bring that up now?
Yeah, I guess academic background doesn't always matter. I know there are still a lot of people out there who are smart without having graduated high school.
Okay, then you don't need to bring it up again then.
It would just be nice if you were like that too at least though, you know?
Huh? What are you talking about?
If you were smart like some of those people who never graduated, that's what I was just talking about. But I don't think that you can even be considered as part of that group. You never understand what I'm talking to you about after all. You have no academic achievements to speak of, and you are a bit slow. It's really my bad luck that I married a girl like you. I get tired of having to explain the most minute of things to you. It's like taking care of a child. Anyways, are you still at work? Do you think you could stay there a little longer and work on the stuff for tomorrow too?
What?
I really don't want to see your sad and pitiful face right now. I've been getting super tired of you. I'd prefer just to have the house to myself.
What do you mean by that?
Do I always have to spell it out for you? I don't want to see you at all today, so don't come back until after I'm asleep. Jeez, you are really stupid.
I can't believe you. You are the absolute worst. I've had enough of this.
Samantha, you haven't been home in over a week. What on earth have you been doing this whole time?
I'm waiting for you to apologize to me.
What? What the heck are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
I talked to my friend about it and got her advice. I told them everything you said, and she said that you were way too cruel and should apologize.
Oh, is that so? Well, I guess if they're your friend, they're gonna say whatever you want to hear. They're probably the same IQ level as you, so they probably can't even understand my viewpoint, I bet. You don't listen or try to understand anything I tell you, but why do you care so much about what your friend thinks? I don't think I need to apologize. Your friend is always going to agree with you, so that is a meaningless opinion. You really spent a week worrying about this? What a waste of time.
You are so mean. I could never talk to you like this. Why are you being like this?
It's because you're so stupid. Any man would go crazy being married to you.
Whatever, I can't even argue with you. You always think you're right. I want to talk about you quitting your job. Did you really have to quit? I mean, just because your coworkers are not great doesn't mean you have to completely quit, you know?
I never said that was the main reason I quit. Sure, my coworkers aren't great, but that's not it. I have another reason why I quit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right. There have been other problems going on for quite some time. Actually, there have been a ton of problems I noticed since I started working there. But no matter how many times I complained and pointed out the problems at work, none of my coworkers understood what I was talking about. It was just my luck that I also ended up in a company full of idiots too.
Oh, really? I'm surprised to hear that. That must have been so hard for you.
Yeah, right? It sucked to be the only competent employee there every day. I should have just been the boss. But everyone just wanted me to shut up and do my work like everyone else. In the end, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, or the axe in this case. It was just like that, actually. They totally just wanted me to be like some mindless worker. Oh wait, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. It sounds like you didn't quit, you actually got fired.
I guess I expected too much from you to understand. How do we even communicate if you never understand what I'm saying?
You said it yourself. You complained too much and you got the axe. How else am I supposed to take that?
Oh my god, you really are way too difficult. It's just a figure of speech. It's just like a short, popular saying. There are no axes involved.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, I just want to tell you that you don't need to worry about me. I'm already looking for a new job and everything is going fine. I've already found some good places to apply to.
Oh, really? That's good news.
Actually, I'm still getting frequent calls from my old job too. They must really miss me. I guess you don't realize what you have until you've lost it.
Is that so? Did they say why they were calling? Maybe it would be good for you to hear them out.
No, I haven't picked up or anything, but I can guess what they want. Ever since I quit, they're probably having a really hard time. I bet they just want to beg me to come back to work.
Did you ever maybe consider that they might just need you to fill out paperwork for employment termination procedures?
What? Do you think you're some know-it-all about my job or something? You should really cut it out. I don't know why you're so worried about my quitting. It doesn't involve you at all.
What, are you really upset over that? I was just saying most jobs need their employees to fill out paperwork when they quit. And since you quit so suddenly, I figured that might be the reason. I really don't understand what you're thinking most of the time.
Really? You feel the same way too then? Then if we can't see eye to eye, why don't we get a divorce?
What? How can you say that so lightly?
I mean, you just said that you can't understand what I'm thinking half the time. If you can't keep up with my intelligence, then it would be better if we separated.
I didn't think you'd take it that seriously, though.
Say, I was wondering about that one friend you mentioned before. The one who works in online sales. Do you think you could give me their number?
No, why?
I was thinking of offering them a job at my new company. Just let them know, see if they're interested.
You haven't even been hired yet. Getting a little ahead of yourself, don't you think?
What? Did you seriously believe me? It was a joke. I was totally pulling your leg. Wow, you really are stupid. You can't even understand a simple joke like that.
Just who do you think you are?
What? Chill out.
Don't you tell me to chill out. Just who the hell do you think you are?
What on earth are you talking about? I'm me, of course.
You really are the absolute worst.
That's it. I'm gonna really give it a serious thought then.
Give what a serious thought?
Divorcing you, duh. I think it would be a good idea. It would be nice if I could change to a much better wife with more brains.
A better wife.
That's right. I don't want a stupid woman like you anymore. It's about time I got rid of you and replaced you with a much better woman who doesn't run away from home. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more convinced I am that it's a great idea. I want a woman who's just as smart as me that I can have productive conversations with. I don't want some child that I need to teach all the time.
You can't be serious right now. I'll just ignore what you said and chalk it up to things you said out of anger.
Anger? You think I'm angry? I couldn't be further from angry right now. I'm not such a weak man as to get upset by stupid people. What I am is excited about the future.
I can't believe you. You really are the worst. I can't put up with you anymore. I don't care if you want a divorce or not. Do whatever you want for all I care.
Hey, I filed the divorce papers today.
What? You're seriously filing for a divorce?
Of course, you were the one who gave me the green light anyways. You said if I wanted to get a divorce, I could do whatever I wanted to do.
Oh my god, I wasn't being serious. I thought you were just angry and would get over it.
It's not my fault that you were too stupid to understand the gravity of the situation. I tried to tell you. I feel so relieved now.
Is that so?
What? Are you taking me seriously? I was just joking. It was all a joke. My jokes really don't get through to you at all, huh? There's no way I could just go file for divorce by myself. Well, I guess your stupidity is also a cute point if I think about it.
What? Wait, you didn't file for divorce then? So that was all a lie?
Of course.
Damn.
Huh?
I was getting so excited to finally be rid of this broke loser.
Who the hell are you calling a broke loser?
I mean, sure, your working conditions seem pretty good usually. Can't really complain too much on that front. But on the other hand, you never seem to get much in the way of bonuses. And then there's the constant complaining and being quick to either get fired or quit.
Hey, that's not my fault. There are some things that you don't realize about a place until you start working there.
And the worst thing is you always just blame everything on everybody else. You have no sense of responsibility whatsoever. You're bankrupt, not only financially, but also in common sense.
How could you say that to me? I never put the blame on others. I just point out when they could be doing better, but they never improve. It's not my fault everyone else is incapable.
Oh yeah, and don't even get me started on the pathetic self-justifications and gaslighting.
I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say any of that. What's gotten into you anyway? What's up with your awful attitude today? You should be happy that I never actually filed for divorce. Geez, you're so depressing. You should consider yourself lucky that I haven't divorced you yet.
Where on earth do you get all this confidence? You really have a lot of nerve.
Anyways, I'm thinking about my old job recently. They must want me back. I can't think of any other reason they'd be blowing my phone up the way they have. I'm getting tired of my phone buzzing all day, every day. So I'm thinking about finally listening to what they have to say for a bit.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. I don't think they'll continue trying to contact you for much longer.
Oh yeah? And what would you know about it?
Well, they weren't able to contact you at all for such a long time that they gave up and called me instead. So I asked about what happened at work and why they were calling, and it was quite the opposite of what you were thinking. They were just calling to get you to come back and clean out your desk for the new person, it seems like. You don't need to worry about it, though, because I cleaned it out for you.
You did what? Why didn't you tell me?
What, are you upset? You should be thankful that I helped you out. It needed to be done anyways. And just in case you were wondering, nobody at your workplace ever asked if you were going to come back. It didn't seem like they were interested in having you return.
What? There's no way. If I'm not there, they won't be able to last. There's no other great employees like me. Those idiots don't even realize what great talent they've lost. Well, I guess it's their loss.
It seems like they're doing okay, though. I asked about all the projects you were working on, and they said they'd all been successfully reassigned to other people, so it seems like everything worked out.
What? There's no way they could do all my work that fast.
It was a bit odd, actually. No one really said anything to me the whole time I was cleaning out your desk. After I got all your stuff, I talked to the person at the next desk, and they were pretty shocked.
Yeah, I would be shocked too if some nosy bimbo started bothering me at work too. Is there a point coming?
I mean, he was shocked that you left. Well, at first, he didn't know who I was even talking about when I explained you'd quit. But when I showed him a picture of you, he was like, oh yeah, that annoying guy. He said it seemed like the office was more peaceful than usual lately, but he hadn't been able to figure out why.
Oh, screw them. I told you that they were all just a bunch of idiots. Wait, so then are they really doing fine without me? They just moved all my work to other people, just like that?
That seems to be the case.
I'm sure everyone fought over who would get my work as soon as I left then. They were all pretty high-profile projects. But what I did at work was pretty difficult and advanced, so I'm sure they've been struggling with it.
You are the only one who seems to be thinking that way. It actually seems like you were the one who was extremely unpopular in the office and struggling with every task. I heard that the boss couldn't entrust any task to you to work on alone. I was actually pretty surprised. A lot of your coworkers seemed to have an opinion on you once the conversation got going.
What? Are you serious? What else did they tell you?
They called you the self-proclaimed genius who couldn't do even simple tasks in a timely manner. The president of the company even joined into what turned into a large-scale roast.
The president too?
That's right. And you know what else he told me? He dropped out of high school too, just like me. We ended up talking for quite a bit, and it was exciting to find out we had so much in common.
Wait, what? Are you being serious? The president of the company dropped out of high school?
That's right. You didn't know?
No, I had no idea at all. It explains an awful lot, though. No wonder everyone who worked there was so stupid.
According to them, you just caused trouble for everyone and that it was always impossible to talk to you. You never listened and always acted like the boss. I've got to say, their description of you fit to a T.
Wow, I really can't believe you guys ganging up like that on someone who wasn't even there. Well, I guess an idiot like you would believe anything coming from my idiot coworkers and boss too. I don't care about them anymore. That's in the past.
You might say it doesn't matter anymore, but I think it does.
And why is that?
Well, I told my boss all about you as well, naturally. I mean, he's an old friend, so we talk about more than just work. He always felt so bad for me.
I'm pretty sure I've told you before how much stock I put into your friend's ignorant opinions.
I mean, you don't personally have to put any stock in my friend's opinions, but other people seem to. It's probably the reason why you haven't been getting any interviews recently. Your president and my president have talked about you with a lot of their friends, so it seems like the companies around town know about your reputation now. You're welcome.
Hey, wait a second. What the heck have you done? I can't believe you working with my old boss like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't talk for much longer. I'm at work and I just got a new assignment, so I'll be busy from now on. It sounds like you didn't go and turn in any divorce registration papers yet. Do you want me to do that instead? There's a post office near my office, so I can easily send them right away. What do you think about that? Anyways, I gotta go now. Talk to you later. After that incident, I filled out all the official divorce registration papers and mailed them to Lucas. However, he never filled them out or submitted them. But that's not the end of the story. I later found out he was illegally using my name to borrow money. As a result, the arrogant genius was arrested on account of document forgery. After that, though, the divorce was able to go through much faster with no resistance. Now I'm living happily as a single woman. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you next time!